I think we're all good. Very important game here today. Clear 'em off. Officially live. It's good. So another thing of bad news: the Mariners lost their first ever series, not first ever, first series in over a month last night. Fortunately, falling to the Blue Jays 6-3 for the second straight night. In a game they had a 3-0 lead on, and they ended up blowing it. It's one of those ones you really wish you could have gotten back. But you know, today's a new day to start a new series winning streak. Even though it's gonna be a tough road the rest of the way for the Mariners, at least up to this point, because we got the Yankees coming to town and then the Padres on the road the next two series, and after that, I can't quite remember. I think we have the Astros after that. So we'll see. And hopefully I'm on the right stream for the Mariners game, just so we can watch that. Make sure everything is A-OK technical wise. And right now, all we can do is hope this works, and then hope we get a ball game. Hope we win a ball game. Got to get back into it. Don't want to get swept. Also, it is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I went and said happy Mother's Day to my mom earlier. She's not feeling too well, but it is what it is. She'll be all right. Hopefully, she can just watch the Mariners game instead. Because it might be on TV locally for us, but we don't live in Washington. If we did, it would be, but unfortunately, it is not. Okay, we do have the Mariners game, but it's the Toronto broadcast. Ew, that's icky. But I guess we'll have to deal with that. So as long as I can get it on my computer here. Here come the Mariners to take the field. Big crowd on hand on this beautiful Sunday. Blue Jays looking for a sweep. Top three are Bo Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Barger at shortstop, first base, and third base. And then GH George Springer batting cleanup, catcher Alejandro Kirk batting in the 5 spot, right fielder Nathan Lucas in the 6, and then Ernie Clement, Miles Straw, and Clase rounding out the 9. Bryce Miller on the mound for the Mariners today. We're in the Sunday Creams as well. I'm wearing the respective hat today, and I changed the logo on the scoreboard for us here on the Zach Talk Sports stream. Bryce Miller, 2-3 record, 4.15 ERA, a 1.47 whip, has about 8.3 Ks per 9, and has a 252 opponent average. Looking for a quality start out of Bryce Miller today, and hopefully an offense to match with some solid run support. All the players using their pink bats and pink gear for Mother's Day today. The pink catcher's gear with flowers on it for Mitch Garver, who's catching today instead of Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh will be DHing today. A lot of pink socks and pink shoes. We're all set to go here at T-Mobile Park against the Blue Jays. Final game of 3, Mariners looking to avoid being swept after losing their first series since the beginning of April when they got swept by the San Francisco Giants. The first pitch to Bo Bichette. Swinging a foul on a fastball on the outside edge. 0-1. Bo Bichette homered yesterday, which brought the Blue Jays within 1. 2-run home run against Logan Evans in the top of the 5th inning. And the 0-1 is down and away. 96 misses that time on the lower outside edge. Or low and away, I should say. Just entirely. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Guerrero on deck and Addison Barger in the hole. Barger giving the Mariners a lot of trouble in game 1. The 1-1 is down. Another fastball misses that time. Bo Bichette's now ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball right to short. J.P. Crawford fields it cleanly, throws on to first in time, 1 out. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr., one of the massive superstars in all of Major League Baseball at this point in time. Son of former player, obviously, Vladimir Guerrero. So 1 out here on the top of the first, and the first pitch to Vlad. Catches the inner corner on a fastball. 0-1. Guerrero's walked 3 times. He's 1 for 7 in the series with a single. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he lost his bat. Threw it behind the umpire on his backswing pretty much. Fooled him with the splitter that time and kind of just... Yeah, hit him with... Vlad threw his bat behind him, and the knob of the bat hit the umpire in the back of the head. Or just maybe his left shoulder. Must have been a little scary, but it's 0-2 now to Vlad. Vlad completely lost the grip on him. Must be a little slippery. Probably new bats because, they're completely pink. Signifying for Mother's Day. The 0-2. Misses down and inside. Tries to get it with the changeup there. Vlad stays alive. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the superstar first baseman. The 1-2. Misses just up and in. Try to get him to chase with the fastball. Up and on his hands. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Swinging a foul off the catcher, Mitch Garver. Count still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 misses low and away, and the count evens up. Not evens up. The count runs full after falling behind 0-2. Try to get him with the curveball that time, low and away. Payoff pitch to Vlad. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Dylan Moore has it. Throws on to first in time to retire Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's 2 outs. Good payoff pitch there. Here comes Addison Barger, who's been absolutely killing it lately, especially in this series. And he's been hitting the ball hard. No cheapies really for him this year. Has an average of 96.6 miles per hour per hit, which is second most in the league behind the one and only Shohei Ohtani. And just in front of O'Neal Cruz, one of the premium hard hit ball hitters. Here comes Barger with nobody on and 2 outs in the first inning. The first pitch to Barger, swing and a miss, elevated fastball gets him to swing and miss. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball, chases it right into left field. It throws onto first in time. Dylan Moore backhands it. A good snare to retire the side. A very nifty play by the first baseman Tellez and Bryce Miller. And we're going to the bottom of the first. Scoreless at 0. Ooh. I think he was he on the bag? I think he was on the bag. Yeah, he's on the bag. Good play by Bryce Miller. A little bit of a slow roller. So the Mariners lineup got JP, Julio, and Cal, the first 3 to go up. And the batting cleanup will be Randy Rosarena, number 5 being Rowdy Tellez. He homered last night. Mitch Garver doing the catching in the 6th spot. Leody Taveras, Miles Mastrobuoni, and Dylan Moore rounding out the 9. Leody in right, Miles Mastrobuoni at 3rd, Dylan Moore at 2nd base. And here comes the Blue Jays pitcher, Urena. Jose Urena, having a really tough year so far. He has no record and an 8.59 ERA. So if the Mariners were to win a game, this would be the the game to do it. So here comes J.P. Crawford. His hitting streak ended up being snapped last night. 16 pitch. Goes after the first pitch into the gap. The center fielder and left fielder going back for it, and it's going to be at the base of the wall. That should be extra bases for J.P. Crawford, and a 1-pitch lead-off double. Went between Jonathan Clase and Dalton Varsho, I believe, out in center field. And a fastball right at the knees, and he didn't miss it. There was kind of Miles Straw at center field, my apologies. There was some confusion out there. They didn't know who was going to get it, and it falls at the warning track, and JP was hustling out the back at the box the whole way. And here comes Julio with a chance with runners in scoring position early. First pitch to Julio, swinging a foul, 95 on the lower inside corner. Somebody must have made a great catch. The whole crowd just started cheering, like big time. Someone must have made an absolutely fantastic catch on that foul ball. The 0-1 to Julio, swinging a pop-up to second base on the right side of the infield. And the second baseman, Clement, makes the catch, 1 out. Julio wasn't too happy with it. He kind of exclaimed very profoundly. Caught up on the crowd. Mike, what's going on, Sam? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Happy Mother's Day. And here comes the DH today, Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh, a big pest in the Blue Jays Franchise eyes. The first pitch to him is low and away. Changeup for ball one. Cal Raleigh, a dozen home runs. Hasn't had one in a little bit. His last one came in the first game in Texas on the road trip, this past road trip, and the 1-0 is down. So 2 balls and no strikes to Cal Raleigh. They've been kind of pitching around him lately. They did pitch around him a couple of times in the past couple of games. Would love to get to Arania here. Man in scoring position early on a first pitch double from J.P. Crawford. And the 2-0 swing and a miss at a changeup, low and away. Good pitch that time. Fooled Cal, got him to swing. It's 2-1 instead of 3-0. And the 3-1 checks his swing. It doesn't go. It's 3-1. And Cal calls for time, so a 3-1 count. Steps out the batter's box, gets his composure. Randy Rosarena on deck. 3-1 to Cal. Misses low, called a strike. Unless he called it a ball. He called it a strike. He did like the whole little motion. But I guess he called it a ball, so we'll take it. It's a walk. That was funky. Did he like say never mind? Yeah, he said never mind. Oh, that was close. That was kind of cool. He went like this and started adjusting his mask. He had second. He's like, wait, maybe not. He changed his mind. Here comes Randy Rosarena. Last night sucked. Evan Royals both lost, and I'm drinking a double glass of Jim Beam Devil's Cut. I don't blame you one bit, dude. Yeah, it was a rough one. Rough game last night. First pitch to Randy Rosarena is low and inside, called a strike. Fastball that time must have just clipped the lower inside corner. Randy Rosarena's been on base 32 straight games, looking to continue that on-base streak with something here. The 0-1. At the knees, called a strike. Another pitch that was just a touch low, and it's quickly 0-2. Hope both teams can walk away with wins in their respective series today. Yeah, the Mariners already lost their series. They lost last night and then the day before, so this series is over for them. They're trying to salvage Game 3, and the 0-2 to Randy is down. That pitch completely a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Mariners' series winning streak is over at 9. Love for Randy to get a big swing here. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the infield grass. Calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 down. So 2 pop-ups are the 2 outs of the inning. And here comes Rowdy Tellez. Leadoff double in jeopardy of being stranded after the first pitch of the ball game. Rowdy homered yesterday. Let's see if he can get a charge in one today. And out of the 5 games the Mariners have played against the Blue Jays this year, Rowdy has homered in 4 of them. And the first pitch to him is swinging foul. 98-mile-per-hour fastball on the outer edge. All right, Tellez, 6 home runs, 4 of those, like I said, against the Blue Jays, 19 RBI, batting .205 in 31 games this year. Had a slow start, but he slowly picked it up, and it's been really, really fun to see. The 0-1 is down, 1-1. Oh, yeah, you're right. So I just want the Mariners to avoid the sweep. Yeah, trying to avoid the sweep today. That's all we can really hope for. 1-1 to Rowdy. Inside, ball 2. Fastball ran in on him. That time a 97-mile-per-hour fastball on the inside corner. Well, it's more inside and on the corner. The 2-1, swing and a miss. A changeup gets Rowdy going early. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Check swing. Did not go. It's a full count. He was able to just lay off the breaking ball downstairs. Crawford at second, Raleigh at first, and then Mitch Garver on deck. Payoff pitch to Rowdy. Swinging a fly ball into shallow center field, but Bo Bichette has enough on it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So the Mariners leave 2 men on near in the bottom of the first inning, go to the top of the second. No score in Seattle. Let's do some scoreboard watching while we're at it. Dodgers are up 1-0 on the D-backs. Orioles are losing to the Angels 2-1. The Mets beat the Cubs 6-2. Cardinals beat the Nationals 6-1. Braves walked off the Pirates walked off the Braves 4-3 in Pittsburgh. Rangers won 6-1 over, or the Rangers won 6-1 over the Tigers. Yankees are up 3-0 over the A's. Rockies are up 6-1 over the San Diego Padres. White Sox up 4-2 on the Marlins. Giants and Twins locked up at 5 apiece. And the Red Sox and Royals are in the bottom of the ninth. It is 3-1 Red Sox. Lightning, the Reds beating the Astros. Yeah, last night. Yeah. Didn't see that post, that message, but I'm seeing it now. So here comes George Springer, the DH today. George Springer came around to score the go-ahead run in the top of the 8th inning last night. Bryce Miller back on the mound for the Mariners. First pitch to him is a swing and a bouncer comebacker right to Bryce Miller. Does a little Texas stroll over to first base. Throws it over to Rowdy. Steps on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here comes Alejandro Kirk, who's probably the biggest pest on the Mariners side last night. He went 4 for 5 last night. All of them were singles. 3 of them went the opposite way. One was a little bloop into shallow center field. The Mariners just could not get him out last night. The first pitch to the catcher, Kirk, is right down the middle for a strike. And the 0-1 to Kirk takes another fastball basically down the middle for a strike. 0-2. Back-to-back fastballs puts Alejandro Kirk in an early hole as he calls for time. The 0-2 to Kirk. Swing and a miss. 3 straight fastballs. Goes Bryce Miller and gets Kirk to strike out. His first strikeout of the day. There's 2 outs now here in the top of the second. So in steps Nathan Lucas into the batter's box. Had a 2-run home run in the game 1 of this series, which gave the Blue Jays an early 5-0 lead. Starting in right field today. First pitch to Lucas. Fastball inside. The 1-0 pitch to Lucas. Swinging a ground ball past the third baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni, going the opposite way. Randy Rosarena comes up with it. It's the first hit for the Blue Jays today. It's a 2-out opposite field single from Nathan Lucas. Here comes Ernie Clement. Goes right past the third baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. Ben Williamson having the day off. Blue Jays has some good 2-out run production in the first game. Got 3 of their runs off of 2 outs, with 2 outs. And the first pitch to Clement is swinging a foul, goes into foul ground. Rowdy Tellez going after it, and he can't get it. It is a foul ball. Really tough run for Rowdy Tellez, who is a bigger guy, so he doesn't run the best. Trying to run after a ball in foul territory that's slicing away from him is already a tall order to ask for, but at the end of the day, it is a strike. So 0-1 now to Ernie Clement. And Max Scherzer in the Blue Jays dugout. Clement playing second base today. And the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball past Dylan Moore for a base hit. Nathan Lucas makes a turn from first to third. And Blue Jays have runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Some 2-out production by the Blue Jays. And here comes the center fielder, Miles Straw. Change up on the lower inside corners. Little dribbler that just got past Dylan Moore. Really slow roller. Nathan Lucas was running hard the whole way. Never stopped when he hit the bag at second. Miles tried a 2 RBI single with 2 outs off Carlos Vargas last night, which put the Blue Jays ahead permanently. And the first pitch is a ground ball foul down the third base line. It's 0-1. Fastball down and in. So 2-out singles. Top of the second leave the runners on the corners for the Blue Jays. Would love to see Bryce Miller get out of this little jam here. The 0-1. Swinging a fastball down the right field line, slicing foul. So it's 0-2 now to Miles Straw. Fastball at the knees that time. Got him to swing and fouled away. The 0-2 to Straw. Swinging a foul. Another fastball that time. Middle in fastball that time. The 0-2 is just low. It does have it as it clipped the corner, but it was a touch low. Split finger that time. Doesn't get Straw chasing. Tough guy to strike out here, so you like to get him here. The 1-2 to Miles Straw. Outside, 2-2. No splitter that time. Miles Straw doesn't offer at it. Lucas at third, Clement at first base. Those are the 2 base runners. After 2 easy outs for Bryce Miller. The 2-2. Swing and a drive up the middle for a base hit. Julio keeps it in front of him. Another big hit for Miles Straw, and it's going to give the Blue Jays an early 1-0 lead. 3 straight 2-out hits. Jesus. Here comes Jonathan Clase, batting under 100 on the year so far. Fastball at the knees he gets a piece of, and just goes right over Dylan Moore at second base for a base hit. Former Mariner got traded away in Jonathan Class A with a chance to put some more damage on. First pitch is outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. Then Mastrobuoni has it on the third base side in foul territory, and he makes the catch. That'll end the inning and retire the side, I should say. Well, the Blue Jays take an early 1-0 lead after 3 straight 2-out hits. And Mariners have some work to do already early. Blue Jays looking to get back to 500 for the first time in quite some time. And the Mariners looking to salvage this series, trying to avoid a sweep here to the Toronto Blue Jays. But so far, they're down 1-0 early. Which is not ideal. So here comes Mitch Garver to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Aronia back out to pitch. First pitch to Garver is pulled fouled on the left field line. Fastball on the inner edge. He was able to foul away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, but right to the second baseman early. Clement fields it cleanly, throws on a first in time. 1 out. Good swing by Garver, but unfortunately, it was right out the middle to Ernie Clement. And here comes Leody Taveras. You would have hoping that Urania would have gotten a piece of his glove on it and maybe deflected it, which would have helped Garver reach, I'm sure. Taveras has been a decent addition to the Mariners, in my opinion, so far. Switch hitting right fielder. First pitch is swung on and fouled away. 97 miles per hour on the lower outside corner. The 0-1. Outside. Change up. Tried to get him to chase. Does not. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Inside. 96 that time. In and off the plate. It's 2-1. Taveras having a couple of clutch RBI in the past few games he's been as a Mariner. The 2-1 is popped up, a changeup. Bo Bichette has it measured, makes the catch for the second out. Here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. Looks like the bullpen's already going for the Blue Jays. That's a little strange. They're going to have like Urania as an opener, perhaps? And then kind of have Eric Lauer in the bullpen go a little further. Here comes the lefty Miles Mastrobuoni. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner. Mastrobuoni filling in for Ben Williamson today at third base. The 0-1, swinging a foul. So quickly 0-2. Oh, to the Mastrobuoni. It just swung on shallow left field. Clase has it measured, makes a jumping catch. A little bit of a leap, and that's going to end the inning. Mariners go 1-2-3. We go to the top of the third. Blue Jays lead 1-0. Yeah, no, I saw that game. It was crazy. And I guess the Rockies are taking that a little bit personally right now because right now they're up 6-1 over the Padres. Yeah, it was pretty much the San Diego Chargers beat the Denver Broncos 21-0 by 3 touchdowns. So here comes Bo Bichette as the lineup card turns over for the Blue Jays in the top of the third inning. Early 1-0 lead for the Blue Jays here. First pitch to Bo Bichette misses outside. 1-0. So the top of the order coming up, Bichette, Guerrero, and Barger. They went 1-2-3 back in the first. The bottom of the order has been all the production for the Blue Jays thus far. The 1-0. Misses low. It's 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 now. Fastball. Kind of had Bo Bichette really indecisive on it. Ended up taking the pitch, and it was a strike. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball in the lower outside corner. Especially younger generations, but there's a long way before anyone breaks the record for most regular season, standard 9 in a game. What was that, like 30? I know that the Rangers scored 30 one time, like years ago, against the Orioles. And the 2-2 to Bichette, swinging a pop-up foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 to Bo Bichette. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball locks him up on the outside corner. It was probably a ball, but you'll take the strike 3 call anyway. There's one away. Second strikeout for Bryce Miller. Yeah, the curveball gets him looking. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ground out his first time up. And the first pitch to Vlad is popped up, a knuckle curve. In the zone, gets fouled away. The 0-1. Knuckle curve that time, missing inside. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up. That's going to stay on the infield. Rowdy Tellez comes over and gets it. And J.P. Crawford calls everybody off and makes the catch. 2 down. Here comes Addison Barger playing third base today. Was a big thorn in the Mariners' side game 1. Oh, wow. Like that's total runs entirely. I thought you were more talking about like by one team. First pitch to Barger, swing and a miss. Splitter gets him swinging. Gets him chasing. The 0-1. Checks his swing, checked down to third base, and he did not go. It's 1-1. The 1-1 to Barger. Misses low and away. Arena was wearing a one-piece do-rag in the Blue Jays dugout they just showed. The 2-1. Swinging a ground ball fouled on the right base. First base line. And into right field. 2 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs on the top of the third. Barger 0 for 1, grounded out to the first baseman on a 3-1 putout. And the 2-2. This is low and away. It's now a full count to Barger. The payoff pitch is swinging a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Fields it cleanly, throws on to first base in time to retire the side in order. We go to the bottom of the third. Blue Jays up 1-0. Trying to think who's coming up for the Mariners. I think it's 9-1-2. If I'm not mistaken, or unless it's 1-2-3. I think it's 1-2-3. No, it's gonna be 9-1. Who's in the 9 hole today? Oh wow. In 1897. Sheesh. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Okay, it is the 9-1-2. So Dylan Moore steps in the batter's box. First pitch to Demo, well inside. Nearly hits him. It's 1-0. And this might be Ureña's last batter, potentially. And the 1-0 is hammered down the left field line, foul. Got it going a little bit early on the changeup there. Cubby's got some impressive records. Oh, yeah. The 1-1. Just outside. A changeup misses away. It's 2-1. Good take by Demo there. And the 2-1. Swinging a high fly ball out to left field. The fielder is going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone! Dylan Moore with a leadoff home run at the bottom of the third, and this game is tied. Let's get it. There we go. From the 9 spot, Dylan Moore goes deep, 403. It went 104 off the bat. We're knotted up at 1, and here comes the top of the order. Middle fastball, and Demo didn't miss it, and here comes John Schneider to call to the bullpen. Ureña's day is done after giving up a solo home run, and all I gotta say is that was quick. So here comes the call to the bullpen. Very short leash for Ureña. Yeah, way to sling out there. Dylan Moore really got a hold of that one. So here comes Eric Lauer, the lefty pitcher. Only his third appearance on the year so far. 4.15 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, 8.3 Ks per 9. And he's never faced a righty before, but he's only faced lefties, and they're batting .429 against him in very limited at-bats, of course. But here comes J.P. Crawford, had a lead-off double on the first pitch of the ball game. Was then stranded at second base, was not able to move up at all. And the first pitch to J.P. tried to show bunt, takes a pitch way up and in. Kind of had to run away from it. Almost hit him. Crawford batting .281 with 3 home runs and 17 RBI. And the 1-0 is low and outside. So quickly 2-0 to J.P. Crawford here in the bottom of the third inning after the solo home run by Dylan Moore, which tied this ball game up. And the 2-0 in there for a strike. Now 2-1 on the outside edge. Breaking ball that time. Maybe a changeup or a slider. Couldn't quite tell from the left side there. The 2-1. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Backhanded by Ernie Clement. Cleanly throws onto first in time for the first out. Good play by Ernie Clement to get the first out. And here comes Julio. And the first pitch to Julio, swing and a miss, a breaking ball down and in, gets him to chase. Maybe got a piece of it. I think he apologized to Alejandro Kirk. He must have hit him on the backswing or something. Oh, yeah, he got hit on the backswing. And Julio apologizes to Kirk. The Blue Jays backstop. And here comes the Blue Jays training staff to look at Kirk. That must have really rattled him or something. Celtics Thunder would be a fun one. Maybe Knicks Thunder. If the Knicks can somehow finish up that series. I knew they took the first 2 games after having some wild comebacks. So, we'll see. Maybe the Cavs would be a fun one, too. Get the Cavaliers in there. They're doing pretty good. So long as they can outlast the Pacers, who so far the Pacers have been pretty gritty. What I've been watching. Are there any games on right now? Oh, there is. The Thunder and the Nuggets are playing right now. That game's at the half. Also, the Timberwolves would be fun. I say I'm a Warriors fan because I live in California, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. I think it would be interesting to see the T-Wolves go to the finals for the fun of it. Or at least in the Western Conference Finals. Because the Warriors, they've done their winning. They got their like 4 rings in the past like decade plus. Looks like Alejandro Kirk is all right, and we are ready to resume play. Julio in the batter's box. Looks like just doing some warm ups to make sure he's all right, and we're good to resume play. So 0-1 on Julio after he fouled off the first pitch that he saw. Tied up at 1 apiece after the Dillmore solo home run to lead off this inning. And the 0-1 from Lauer, swinging a ground ball down the right field line, foul. Sharp liner there, but went foul. J-Rod popped up back in the first inning for the first out of the ball game. Or first out of the Mariners ball game, I guess you could say. And Julio calls for time on the 0-2 count. The 0-2 to Julio. Does not chase a low breaking ball. It's 1-2. And the 1-2. Low and inside this time. Last pitch is a little more low and away, so 2 low breaking balls, and it's now 2-2. And the 2-2 to Julio. Swinging a chopper foul. Fouls it off at the plate. And the 2-2 to Julio. Misses upstairs. A fastball that time. The count remains full, or draws full. Not remains. It was never full until now. Never counted Steph and the Warriors? Exactly, yeah. You can never, once they make it in, they're always a force to be reckoned with. And the payoff pitch to Julio, swing and a miss. So a strikeout by Julio. Curveball that time, going just a touch low, but could have been called a strike. So, do I blame them for swinging? No, it was just a miss. Here comes Cal Raleigh batting from his right side, facing lefty pitcher. First pitch to Cal, swing and a miss, a fastball in the upper rail. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Count evens up. Slider missing down and in. The 1-1. Up and in. 2 balls and a strike to Cal Raleigh. Cal walked his first time up. Ooh, excuse me. After the umpire almost called strike 2, but then he changed his mind mid strike call. So he never officially called a strike. The 2-1 is down, a curveball, misses low. It's 3-1. So bases empty and bases empty and 2 outs for the Mariners here in the bottom of the third. A run has already scored after the Dylan Moore solo home run off Arena. The 3-1 to Cal. Misses low. Ball 4. Cal Raleigh walks for the second time today, and here comes Randy Arozarena with a man on first and 2 outs. Mariners wearing their Sunday creams today, which they wear every Sunday home game. First pitch to Randy. Misses inside. Fastball. 1-0. The 1-0 check back to first base, not in time. Crowd doesn't like it as they tried to pick off Cal Raleigh at first base. And now Lauer steps off. He's out of disengagements. Should Lauer disengage again, it will be a disengagement balk. And the 1-0 to Randy. Misses up and away. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Cal Raleigh is actually, fun fact, 4 for 4 on stolen bases, which has been really, really fun to see him do. The 2-0 and he runs. Throw from Kirk is tagging in time. So Cal Raleigh gets caught stealing, and that is going to end the inning. Mariners get a run, but Cal Raleigh is caught stealing. Good throw and a good tag by Ernie Clement. We go to the top of the 4th. We're all tied up. Yeah, well in time. Right as the Blue Jays announcers were talking about how Cal Raleigh's a sneaky base stealer, he gets caught stealing. What was I doing? Oh, yes. Whoa, good English. I guess I should also scoreboard watch. See what else is going on around the league. Yankees up 6-0 over the Athletics. Dodgers up 1-0 over the D-backs. Angels up 2-1 still over the Orioles. And Rockies up 8-2 on the Padres. And then the Minnesota Twins have the winning run at third base in the bottom of the 10th inning. So here comes George Springer to lead off the inning. And his first pitch misses away for ball one. The 1-0 to George Springer. Fastball pops him up. Out to Rowdy Tellez. He calls for it. And Rowdy Tellez makes the catch. And a quick out number one. So Randy Arozarena, since Cal got caught stealing, Randy's going to get his at-bat back when the bottom of the fourth starts. And here comes Alejandro Kirk, who struck out on 3 pitches his first time up, back in the second for the second out of that inning. But then the Blue Jays strung together 3 straight hits to get an early 1-0 lead. First pitch to Kirk. It's a chopper foul, a fastball low. Nathan Lucas on the on-deck circle for the Blue Jays now. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. A foul tip back into the glove of the catcher, Mitch Garver. It's 0-2. And the 0-2. Stretch and the pitch. Swinging a line drive into left field for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Arozarena is really slow out there, so Kirk is going to have a double with 1 out. Elevated fastball that he absolutely roped down the left field line. Of course, Randy Arozarena couldn't go in full speed on that because he is kind of hurt. He's not completely 100%, so that was, wow, almost at his neck. That pitch was up to Alejandro Kirk's neck, and his interesting frame was able to get to second base relatively easily. And here comes Nathan Lucas, who had a opposite field single his last time up. Slow runner at second, so he's going to be hard for him to score from second with just a single. First pitch to Lucas is up and away, 1-0. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball into right field for a base hit. Leody Taveras is up with the ball. Alejandro Kirk goes to third base, and Blue Jays have runners on the corners with 1 out. Nathan Lucas 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And here comes Ernie Clement, who also singled his last time up. The Blue Jays got something cooking here in the top of the fourth. Of course, Alejandro Kirk, not being the fastest guy in the world, can only advance to third base. And it was a liner, so Alejandro Kirk did have to hold up a little bit. So here comes Pete Woodworth for the Mariners, pitching coach. You would love a double play ball here for Ernie Clement. Ground ball either to third baseman Masterboni or J.P. Crawford or even Demo. Honestly, any infielder, you will definitely want a ball hit right to them. Clement 1 for 1, runners on the corners. The first pitch to Ernie Clement. Swinging a high fly ball out to Randy Rosarena. Should be deep enough, and he makes the catch. Kirk tags and scores. And Rosarena kind of lazily threw it back, and Nathan Lucas tagged up and went to second base from first. So there's 2 outs, and it's 2-0 Blue Jays. Rosarena kind of battled the sun. He kind of lazily threw it back into the infield, which allowed Lucas to take advantage from first base. Here comes Miles Straw, who had an RBI single, which gave the Blue Jays an early 1-0 lead, with a chance to add on now. First pitch to Straw is in there for a strike. A breaking ball in there. Lucas not likely to score from second base. Should Straw get another single here? The 0-1. Another breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Miles Straw didn't like that call, but it was a true strike. A lot of bottom of the order run production or just offensive production for the Blue Jays here. And the 0-2 to Straw. Swinging a little looper. Caught by Dylan Moore on the run behind his back. Or over his shoulder. That saved a run. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Jays take a 2-1 lead. Good catch by Dylan Moore over his shoulder. Able to save a run there, and Mariners have a little more work to do now. Man, this bottom of the Blue Jays order is really hurting the Mariners today. So here comes Randy Rosarena. Lead off the bottom of the 4th inning. Had his at-bat cut short because of Cal getting caught stealing. Eric Lauer still on the mound for the Blue Jays. The lefty. First pitch to Randy is swinging a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Just past Bo Bichette. And Rosarena is going to increase his on-base streak to 32 games. A leadoff single. Oops. Wrong button. Or 33 games, sorry. Now here comes the catcher for today, Rowdy Tellez. I don't know why Mitch Garver thought was up. Here comes the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez, left on left for him. That's 4 home runs against these Blue Jays in 4 different games. He homered yesterday. And then 3 in all 3 games of the series in Toronto. The first pitch to Rowdy. Swinging a foul ball, 0-1. And the 0-1 to Rowdy. Just misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. And the 1-1. Misses low. A good curveball to lay off of there. It's 2-1. And the 2-1 check back to first base. Randy Rosarena is back there safely. Love to see try to get a lefty-lefty hit here. Something along those lines, but just get on base. The 2-1. Swinging a ground ball right to Guerrero. Throws on to second for 1. On to first in time. Double play. So right as I say, nice for Roddy to get something here. He grounds into a 1-6 or a 3-6-3 double play. Randy didn't really bother to move to second base. Just didn't want to hurt himself. And here comes Mitch Garver. 0 for 1 with the ground out up the middle. Garver doing the catching today. Takes a first pitch low. One 0 to Garver. Way up and away. It's 2-0. The 2-0 to Garver. Up and away. 3-0. Nice. I'm just going to skip that at bat with him. Only give him a 1 run. Come on, guys. Start the rally. We need to start some rally sooner or later. We're running out of innings. I mean, it's already in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. Got to reach the halfway point of this ball game. But plenty of time left, I guess. And the 3-0. Sitting there for a strike. Fastball outer edge. Love to see Garver getting to one. His only home run this year was off a position player pitching against the Miami Marlins when the Mariners beat them 14-0. And the 3-1 to Garver. Swinging a foul popped up on the infield grass. Guerrero coming in to catch it, and he makes a running catch right in front of home plate, pretty much, and the side is retired. So through 4, it's 2-1 Blue Jays. Mariners trying to avoid a sweep, avoid being swept. So 9-1-2 coming up for the Toronto Blue Jays. The hat's starting to hurt my ear. So Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead after the 4th inning when they got a sacrifice fly, which Alejandro Kirk came around to score on. First pitch to Jonathan Class A shows bunt, misses it for strike one. And the 0-1 to Class A is in the dirt inside. The count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up, drifting foul. Gave the Monty a full wash by the hand earlier this afternoon. It cleans it so well, like a beautiful polished piece of obsidian. Go to 60 in 5 seconds, top out at 170. That's clean, dude. I like that. The 1-2 to Class A is in there for strike 3 call. The breaking ball on the outer edge gets Class A looking. Bryce Miller's third strikeout of the afternoon. 1 down. Here goes Bo Bichette. Sorry. First pitch to Bo Bichette is in there for a strike. Breaking ball at the knees. And the 0-1. Called a strike. Another breaking ball in the outside corner. Maybe a touch outside, but Bryce Miller gets the call. And the 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. JP fields it cleanly, throws on to first in time to throw out Bichette, and here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with 2 outs. Guerrero 0 for 2 so far today. The first pitch to him is just outside. Breaking ball that time misses in. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Guerrero. Sinker that time misses away. It's 2-0. Looks like Alejandro Kirk is going to be coming out of the game. And the 2-0 to Guerrero is way up and in. Makes Vlad Guerrero Jr. kind of fall backwards to the seat of his pants, and it's a 3-0 count. Bryce Miller having a little bit of a struggle to find the strike zone here against Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just a bit outside. Yeah, Bob Uecker, Major League. The 3-0. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Swings at the 3-0 pitch. Randy Rosarena's up with it. Throws into second base, and it's a 2-out single for Vlad. His second hit of the series. Here comes Addison Barger with 2 outs and a man on first. Guerrero swinging 3-0. Had the green light the whole way. Lefty Addison Barger now steps in the batter's box. First pitch to him, a swing and a miss. He was going for the fences there. Missed at a breaking ball downstairs. It's 0-1. You 0-1 to Barger. Downstairs, try to get him to chase once again. He doesn't this time. It's 1-1. The 1-1 to Barger. Just a touch high. It's 2-1 now. Some battling Let's Go Blue Jays, Let's Go Mariners chants in the crowd. Very, very loud. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Splitter that time. Over the heart of the plate. Swings and misses. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-0. Elevated fastball, 3-2. Full count now to Addison Barger. 0-2 with George Springer on deck. Would like to get him here. The 3-2. Downstairs, ball 4. So 2 out base runners now. Reach, a single, and a walk. And Bryce Miller is having more trouble now with 2 outs. And a dangerous hitter in George Springer coming up. Springer 0-2 with 2 quick outs, but a ground out to the pitcher the first time and a pop-up the second time. And the first pitch to Springer is a big swing and a miss at a fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. Blue Jays are a team that doesn't really strike out a lot, so they'll put the ball in play a ton. And that's certainly been the case here in this series, and they've been finding a lot of outfield grass. And they don't chase, so there's been a lot of walks as well. The 0-1 to Springer. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. So a ball and a strike now. Springer DHing, and the 1-1 pitch to him is swinging high and deep to left field, and that is gone. A 3-run home run by George Springer and more 2-out run production. It is 5-1 Toronto. It's the 2 outs, man. It is the 2 outs every single time. An absolute monster blast by the DH George Springer. And the Blue Jays now lead up 5-1 in the top of the 5th with 2 outs. And here comes Heineman now batting for Alejandro Kirk as he takes a pitch just a touch inside for ball 1. Yeah, fastball center cut, and Springer did not miss it. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Breaking ball that time down the middle. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. So 1-2 now to Heineman. The Mariners are in serious danger of being swept. And the 1-2. Swinging a foul. Count remains 1-2. Base is empty for Heineman, who came back. He had to come in for Alejandro Kirk as he takes ball 2 low. Curveball that time, misses low. And the 2-2. Swinging a pop-up. Carver off with a mask into foul territory. Stays with it, and it drops. Carver unable to get it in foul territory. Battling the sun out there. He doesn't have sunglasses on because he's got the catcher's mask. Count remains 2-2. Count remains 2-2 to Heineman. 2-2. Swinging a ground or a liner fouled in the right field line. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul on the inside. And into well inside fastball. Just got a piece of it. Count still 2-2. Bryce Miller at 83 pitches now. About to throw pitch number 84. And the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. And the 2-2. Swinging another foul ball. Elevated fastball. And this pitch is swung on in play out to right field. Julio has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side, but damage done. George Springer with a 3-run home run. It's 5-1 Blue Jays. And 3 more runs. With all coming with 2 outs. That sucks. Mariners pitching woes continue this year because it's gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, now they're pitching is not great. Also, so far all the Blue Jays runs have come with 2 outs. It's really, really frustrating. I don't know where my Giants lie. Yeah, I saw the Giants lost. What's going on, Grandma? But yep, this game sucks. It was, a series like this was going to come sooner or later. I wasn't expecting Toronto. I was more expecting, like, the Yankees who were coming up. Here comes Leo Taveras to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. He's 0 for 1 so far. Mariners have a ton of work to do. Shows bunts first time, takes a strike. Springer hit that home run 416 to the upper deck. Randy Rosarena didn't even move when he was off the bat. Taveras, a switch hitter, batting from his right side now. The 0-1. Curveball right down the middle. So now 0-2. Tyler Heineman now behind home plate for the Blue Jays after Alejandro Kirk came out, just precautionary injury reasons. Tavares facing an 0-2 count now. The 0-2. Outside. Change up that time misses away. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swinging a foul ball straight back to the backstop. And the 1-2. Misses down, bounces in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swinging a foul, stays alive, 2-2. Still 2-2. Yeah, bottom of the third, yeah. That is correct. It was a great lining catch. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. Curveball gets him looking on the outside corner. Leody Taveras doesn't like it, but it was a strike. 1 out. Just dropped in there, caught him looking. Here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. First pitch to him is down and away. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. Top rail breaking ball. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate. Got started a little too early on it. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Miles Mastrobuoni. He's 0 for 1 so far. Flew out to left his first time up. Took his time, steps back in the batter's box, and we're ready to play again. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball in the outside corner gets Mastrobuoni looking. Back-to-back looking strikeouts. Here comes Dylan Moore. Homered his first time up. Takes a first pitch strike. Homered off Urania, which tied this game up at 1 run each. Since then, 4 unanswered by the Toronto Blue Jays. And the 0-1 pitch to Demo outside. 1-1 now. Gold Glover. This past offseason, Dylan Moore got the Gold Glove Award. Making his second start of the series. The 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul. 1-2 now. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mariners haven't won their past 9 straight series. Already lost this one, now trying to avoid the sweep, which is looking more and more unlikely. As we are over halfway done with this ball game, and the Mariners only have the 1 run to the Blue Jays 5, and the 1-2 is swung on fouled. The 1-2 to Demos up and away. He's beat by the Sister Mary School for Blind, Deaf, and Handicapped Girls. Jesus Christ. I mean, the Blue Jays are an okay team. They're pretty solid. It's always tough when we play them. And 2-2 to Demo, swing and a miss. So Lauer strikes out the side. The Mariners are set down in order. In the bottom of the fifth, we go to top of the sixth. Blue Jays in command, 5-1. I mean, the Blue Jays are an okay team. It's always tough when we play them. It's always back and forth games, really close games altogether. This series just wasn't one of those series. Unfortunately, we beat the series against them in Toronto, but they, in all likelihood, will win the season series at this rate. It's tough. I'm gonna hear about it from my friends who be like, yeah, you know this was gonna come, huh? They're gonna be like, they're gonna hit me with the, yeah, you knew your winning streak wasn't gonna last. So I'm like, dude, it happens to everybody. My buddy's a Cardinals fan, and they're on a 8-game winning streak right now. I know that's not gonna last. But yeah, it just sucks. This series, a lot of it been a lot of 2-out run production. I guess the Rockies just fired their manager after today's game, even though they won. But still is bad. 7-33 start. So here comes Nathan Lucas, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. First pitch fouled off. Kind of fouled it off himself, possibly, it looks like. The 0-1 to Nathan Lucas is high and tight. Count evens up 1-1 strike. Sucks to be him. Yeah, no, it sucks to always foul pitch off yourself. Nathan Lucas, 2 for 2, 2 singles, came around to score, and the 1-1 pitch is up and away. The 2-1. Up and away again. It's 3-1. This is in all likelihood going to be Bryce Miller's final inning. He's at 90 pitches now with Colin Snyder warming up in the bullpen. Bryce Miller has been struggling to find the strike zone here. The 6-hole Nathan Lucas, and the 3-1 pitch is low in. So a leadoff walk. Lucas is aboard for the third time. The Blue Jays order is just impossible for the Mariners to pitch to, at least the bottom of the order, I should say. Mariners just can't get rid of him. Here comes Ernie Clement, second baseman for the Blue Jays. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're having a bad career as a manager, you're gonna get canned sooner or later. First pitch is swung on into right field, a looper into base, and as a base hit, Leody Taveras comes up with it. Lucas will stop at second. It's a first pitch single for Ernie Clement, and the bottom of this Blue Jays order is just impossible. Really shallow hit balls that aren't hit particularly hard, and they find some grass. And that's going to do it for Bryce Miller. Really, really tough day for Bryce Miller today. He leaves with 2 runners inherited, which are his responsibility. And Miles Straw is going to come out to face Colin Snyder. That just sucks. The Mariners are playing the Yankees next. Imagine, like, it'd be the most Mariners thing ever to, what do you call it? Win the next 2 series against the Yankees and the Blue Jays, or then the Padres after getting swept by the Blue Jays. The Astros won today as well, and so did the Rangers. So they're in all likelihood going to get a game up on the Mariners in first place. But the A's are going to lose, so that's okay. So here comes Colin Snyder. I know. I mean, I could see that happening, but do I think it's going to happen? No. But anything can happen with this insane Mariners team. Ah. First and second with nobody out for Miles Straw, the 8-hole man, an RBI single back in the second, which gave the Blue Jays a quick lead. And Miles Straw puts down the bunt. Garver fields it clean, fields on the first in time for the out. The runners do advance. So a sacrifice bunt. And now there's 2 men in scoring position for Jonathan Class A. Here comes Jonathan Class A, infield in for him. Runners a second and third. 0 for 2 is Class A. The first pitch to him is in there for a strike. A pop out and a strikeout for Class A so far, batting .077 on the year so far, at least up here in the major leagues. Mostly AAA player at this point. And the 0-1. Well inside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. The 1-1. Swinging a line drive into left center field gap. It's going to score 2. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Julio gets up with it. Lucas scores. Clement is in, and it's a 2 RBI double for the former Mariner, Jonathan Class A. And when it rains, it pours. First 2 RBI of the season for Jonathan Class A. And he gets his former team he got drafted by and came up in. Here comes Bo Bichette. Top of the order now up for the Blue Jays. First pitch to Bo Bichette is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball, tricky hot by J.P. Crawford. Throws on a first in time. Runner advances a third. There's 2 outs. Good play by J.P. That saved a run. So here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning, man on third. First pitch to Vlad is popped up. Julio and Randy going out to get it. Randy makes the catch. That's going to retire the side. 2 more runs come in. Off the bat of Johnson Class A, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Blue Jays lead 7-1. That's fire, dude. That is fire. No pun intended. It's one of those series you kind of just gotta get past and leave in the past. Lick wounds and move on. Yep. I'm watching the Blue Jays broadcast to see what's happening beyond. This will be the first time the Mariners get swept by the Blue Jays in a series of 3 or more games in Seattle since 1991. First pitch to JP is up and away. Next pitch is on the outside corner, strike one. And the 1-1 to JP is inside. Breaking ball misses in. 2-1. Mariners have a lot of work to do if they want to stay in this ball game. And the 2-1 from Lauer to JP. Swinging a ground ball right to the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Throws on to first in time, 1 away. Here comes Julio for 2. Yariel Rodriguez warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. First pitch to Julio is upstairs for ball 1. Mariners are flawless in their Sunday cream uniforms so far this year. That streak is in jeopardy, and the 1-0 is inside. The 2-0 to Julio. Swinging a line drive, shallow center field. Miles Straw coming on, and he gets robbed again by Miles Straw. Another diving catch by Miles Straw. He robbed Julio in left field yesterday and robs him again in center field today. And it's just been all Blue Jays today. Here comes Cal. First pitch to him is at the knees for a strike. A curveball drops in there. Next pitch misses low. Ball and a strike to Cal. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball foul. Are the Mariners playing tomorrow? If they will, I'll be here. They do. So 1-2 with 2 outs to Cal Raleigh. He's walked twice today so far. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away gets Cal Raleigh chasing, and that's going to retire the side in order. We go to the top of the 7th. Blue Jays well in front, 7-1. Here comes Addison Barger. Lead off the top of the 7th for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 2 with a walk so far today. Came around to score on that George Springer home run and takes a first pitch strike from Colin Snyder at the knees. The 0-1. Inside fastball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Barger is another fastball missing well inside. It's 2 balls and a strike now to the third baseman. 0 for 2 with a walk, and then after his last time he walked, and then after that, George Springer's 3-run home run came up with 2 outs. All 2-out runs for the Blue Jays here today. The 2-1. Outside 3-1. Hot for 2 weeks, and here yesterday and today they gone cold. Yep, it's bound to happen eventually. It's just, you can't stay hot for long. Or for too long. It really sucks, yeah. The 3-1 to Barger is a high fly ball out to right field, and it's gone. He put a charge on that one on 3-1, and a solo home run from Addison Barger. It's 8-1. His first home run of the year, and that was a no-doubter. Here comes George Springer, homered his last time up. First pitch to Springer is well inside. Yeah, that ball was absolutely torched. The 1-0. Swinging a high fly ball out to right field into the gap in left center field, and it gets all the way to the wall. Leody Taveras comes up with it, and it's a no-out double for George Springer. Yeah, hanging breaking ball for Barger just got smoked. His helmet came off, he swung so hard. Well, if you want to get that series out of the way early, might as well get it out of the way. First pitch to Heineman is a wild swing and a miss at a pitch inside. The 0-1 to Heineman. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Mitch Garver, 0-2. Heineman calls for time. Springer on its second with no outs here in the top of the 7th. Honestly, just trying to get this game over with. The 0-2. This is down and in. Oh yeah, no, I'm an all-in fan either. I'm not gonna not watch them. Will I be like a little frustrated to watch them? Oh, you best believe it. And I'll say I'm not gonna watch them, but I'll watch them anyway, just because. And appreciate you coming along for the ride. And the 1-2 is lined in a right field foul. I like this team for a reason. All right, that's kind of at the end of the day. The 1-2. Swinging a little looper into left field, but it hanging up for Randy Rosarena, and he makes the catch, 1 out. Here comes Nathan Lucas. 2 for 2 with 2 singles on a walk, and first pitch he sees is a breaking ball in the corner, call the ball. That was a perfect pitch there. But I guess the home plate umpire didn't agree. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive up the middle for a base hit. George Springer is going to score easily. Another hit for Nathan Lucas. It's 9-1. Next live, I'm trying to bring in a couple of new subscribers. I appreciate that. I'd appreciate that. I'll be back here tomorrow against the Yankees. At least I should be. I don't see why I wouldn't be. Blue Jays firing on all cylinders so far today. And here comes Ernie Clement, takes a first pitch strike. Clement 2 for 2 with a sac fly, a run and an RBI. This is the best offensive day for the Blue Jays all year so far. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off. It's quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Strike 3 called in the outside corner. Clement didn't like it, but you said the home plate umpire, that's really bad. He caught him on the crowd mic. Seattle pen warming up. Troy Taylor in the bullpen warming up for the Mariners. Here comes the center fielder, Myers Straw. Well, the Braves. The Braves are a solid team. They had a rough start, but they've actually been clawing their way back since starting 0-7. First pitch to Myles Straw misses inside for ball 1. And the Royals too, yeah. That one checks out. The Royals checks out. One 0 is inside. Two 0 pitch to Myles Straw is in there for a strike. 2-1. 2-1 is lifted into right field. Tavares should have this one easily. He hasn't measured, and he makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. So the Blue Jays get 2 more runs. We go to bottom of the 7th. It's all Blue Jays, 9-1. So we're on the bottom of the seventh inning. Eric Lauer still out there for the Blue Jays. Been absolutely shutting down this Mariners offense today. Here comes Randy Arozarena. First pitch to Randy. In there for a strike. Breaking ball on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Larson won the race at Kansas Speedway today by .00 by a 1,000th of a second. Sheesh. The 0-1 is outside. The 1-1 to Randy. Swinging a fly ball into left field. Left fielder Clase calls for it. Makes the catch. 1 out. So here comes Donovan Solano, I'm pretty sure, coming in as a pinch hitter for Rowdy Tellez. Donovan Solano stepping in now. First pitch to Solano is swung on and fouled away. 91, center cut. The 0-1 to Solano. Another foul ball. Fastball top rail that time. Quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Swinging a line drive into center field. Miles Strauss to go back just a couple steps out from the warning track, and he makes the catch. 2 down. And here comes Mitch Garver with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes John Schneider to the bullpen. 4 2/3 scoreless for Eric Lauer. And here comes Yadiel Rodriguez coming out from the bullpen. Really, I haven't seen the second one. Yeah, I haven't seen, I didn't even know there was a third one. Here comes Yadiel Rodriguez to face Mitch Garver. I'm gonna assume, unless Polanco comes out. Yep, Mitch Garver is still out there for the Mariners. Oh, he's catching. That's why he's not DHing. Whoopsies. First pitch to Garver is way up high. One run on 3 hits for the Mariners so far. One of them a solo home run with those hits. A 1-0 pitch is swing and a miss. Mariners came in the series the hottest team in all of baseball, but they've just been freezing cold the past couple, especially in their pitching department. The 1-1 outside. The 2-1 swing and a miss. Mariners have not gotten a hit, let alone a base runner, I believe, since the 4th inning. The 2-2 outside. Full count now to Mitch Garver with Leody Taveras on deck. Payoff pitch to Garver. Swing and a miss. That's going to end the inning. 9-1 Blue Jays. We go we go to the top of the 8th. Jesus. Ooh. Yeah, the Blue Jays have scored in every inning since they got shut out in the third inning. So here comes Jonathan Clase facing Troy Taylor on the mound now for the Mariners on top of the eighth. First pitch is up and away. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and fastball on the outer edge. Clase 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double back in the sixth inning to give the Blue Jays a 7-1 lead. The 1-1. Top rail just missed. Just a touch high on the breaking ball. It's 1-2. The 2-1. Swing and a foul. It's 2-2. Elbow guard came off with that swing. Rosarena is now out of the game, and Solana goes to first base. Rivas at second base. Miles Mastrobuoni in left, and Dylan Moore is at third base. A lot of defensive adjustments. The 2-2. Swing on foul away. It's 2-2 still. The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball right to the second baseman. Rivas throws on the first in time, 1 down. So here comes Stefanik playing shortstop now for the Blue Jays. Bo Bichette getting the rest of the day off. Michael Stefanik. The first pitch to Stefanik is outside for a ball. Sheesh. The 1-0 is at the knees for a strike. 97. Bottom rail. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled away. Fastball upstairs. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Caught it on the liner. 2 down. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 4 at a 2-out single back in the fifth inning. Then he came around to score on George Springer's 3-run home run. The 0-1. Way up and in. Kind of had to straighten up Vlad. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. did not like that at all. The 1-1 just misses outside at 98. Two one to Vlad. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Rivas cleanly. Throws on the first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays. First time in a long time that happened, since that has happened. We go to the bottom of the 8th. All Blue Jays. Cracking open the 110 proof bottle of gun tonight. Won't blame you, dude. Sheesh. It's a tough day here. Of gin. That makes more sense then. Leody Taveras batting from his left side against Yariel Rodriguez in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Leody is swung on and popped up onto the shallow outfield grass. Clement now at shortstop makes the catch. Yanks are coming to Seattle. Yeah. This is a homestand. Here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. Now playing in left field. 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. The 0-1. Really good pitch at the knees. Call the ball, though. Pitch was all the way in the strike zone. The umpire disagreed. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball right to the second baseman, Stefanik, who just filled in now at second base, throws out Mastrobuoni for the second out. Here comes Dylan Moore. Has the lone run for the Mariners today. A solo home run back in the second, which tied this game up. Or sorry, the third, which tied this game up at 1 apiece. It's been quite the homestand. Yeah, so far it's been terrible, and we just gotta go play the Yankees the next 3. That's gonna be lovely. And the 0-1 to Demo is down and away. One to Demo. Swing and a miss. So 1-2 now. And the 1-2 to Demo. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball locks him up on the outside corner. We go to the top of the 9th. Whoops. Ugh. Looks like the roof is going to be closing now in Seattle. It's starting to rain a little bit. So they're closing the retractable roof. Here comes Leo Rivas to pitch now for the Mariners. The second baseman for the Mariners is now pitching in relief. Takes his first pitch strike. Next pitch, swinging a foul off the bat of Addison Barger. It's into foul territory, and Ben Williamson makes a diving attempt and couldn't make the catch. Ben Williamson now at third base. Demo back at second base now. Good effort by Ben Williamson, just couldn't quite come up with it. Rivas with the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into right field towards the right field corner, and it's foul. The 0-2. Swinging a liner into right field, right past Dylan Moore. Diving Dylan Moore, and it's a leadoff single for Addison Barger. A Major League debut will be coming up in the bottom of the 9th. Braden Fisher is set to make his Major League debut. Here comes George Springer, homered earlier today. Takes the first pitch way upstairs at 40 miles per hour. 1-0. 1-0 is swung on, ripped it foul down the left field line. The 1-1 outside. 2-1 is swung on a ground ball right to JP. Throws on a second for one. On to first in time. Double play. So the Mariners turn a double play off George Springer with Leo Rivas pitching. There's quickly 2 down. What's going on, Toast? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Tough circumstances to see you in, though. And here comes Taylor Heineman. At least we didn't get 21 in our heads. But hey, the Rockies responded and ended up winning yesterday. Or today, sorry. First pitch to Heineman is swung on foul. Next pitch is low for a ball. Now these pitches are registering as sliders. Look more like ephuses. Next pitch is swung on into right field for a base hit. Yeah, I think retractable roof stadiums should be the standard, honestly. Here comes Nathan Lucas, 3 singles with a walk and 2 runs with an RBI. He's having a great day today. Honestly, a great series. First pitch to Lucas, just misses. I hope if we can steal 2 of 3 from the Yankees, I will be shocked. Next pitch misses away. And 3-0. 2 misses outside. Giving him Barry Bonds treatment out here. And the 3-0 is low. Ball 4. Lucas walks on 4 pitches. Here comes Ernie Clement. First pitch to Clement is into left field for a base hit. That's going to load the bases with 2 outs. Clement now has a 3-hit game. First pitch to Miles Straw misses high. And the next pitch to Straw is fly ball into left field. Miles Mastrobuoni gets under it, and he makes the catch of the track. That's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Mariners need 8 runs to tie, so might as well thug it out. I voted down because Casey Arias doesn't know how the Jackson County Sports Commission is. Oh. That's weird. But I think retractable roofs should be like the standard, just so like, especially for baseball and rain delays, because no one likes rain delays or like postpones. That just makes things suck for people. Hancock, Wu, Castillo. Yeah, we can get 2 out of 3, but the question is, will we? It's the New York Yankees, for crying out loud. Yeah, exactly. I'm worried about this Yankees team coming up because they're red hot right now, even though they lost yesterday, but they smoked the A's today, and then the day before yesterday. Here's Braden Fisher making his major league debut for the Blue Jays. Pretty solid numbers in AAA. 9 games, 2.38 ERA with a 1.15 WHIP, 11 Ks per 9. was here. Yeah, exactly. They're good this year. They're the American League champions, defending champs. So, and they didn't win it. Here's J.P. Crawford. First pitch is well outside for ball one. J.P. Crawford doubled on the first pitch he saw of the ball game back in the first inning, and he got stranded at second base. The 1-0 to J.P. inside 2-0. 2-0 to JP. Clips the upper outside corner for a strike. JP didn't really like that call, but it was a strike. 2-1 is swing and a miss. Slider down and in. Gets JP to offer at it. It's 2-2 now. The 2-2. Swinging a foul ball. Slider inside. Is able to get a piece of it. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive into right field for a base hit. JP is a 2-hit day. It's the Mariners' first hit and first base runner since the bottom of the 4th or 5th, I'm pretty sure. Here comes Julio. 0 for 3 on the day so far. Pop out, strikeout, and a flyout for Julio today. First pitch to Julio. In there for a strike. Breaking ball in the outer half. Ben Williamson on deck now. Batting for Cal Raleigh, the 0-1. Outside 1-1. The 1-1 to Julio. Swinging a line drive. Snared by Clement. Second for 1 on the first for 2. A double play. A really well double play turned by the Blue Jays. Just like that, there's 2 down. A good play. It was a good swing by Julio. He smoked it on a line, but a really well played hop by shortstop Clement. Throws on to second for Stefanik for 1 on to Guerrero for first for the double play. And Braden Fisher's fired up about it. And here comes Ben Williamson. He's the last out for the Mariners. Takes the first pitch, strike on the outside edge. Double play sums up the series. Yep. Look at the years, actually another one I haven't seen. The 0-1 is ground ball right back to the pitcher. Braden Fisher fields his position, throws on to first in time, and that is the ball game. A 1-2-3 inning go the Mariners in the bottom of the 9th, and that's going to do it. And the Blue Jays have swept the Seattle Mariners. Mariners lose their first series since San Francisco, which was also a sweep. So their last 2 series losses both come by a sweep. And this is one of those games you just gotta eat and move on from as we take on the Yankees Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, that sucked. And I think that's going to do it for today, guys. I'm just going to cut things a little short. Just kind of want to relax the rest of my day. Don't want to deal with that lovely stuff, that game I just had to watch. A lot of hard hit balls, nothing to show. That's just kind of been the series, a lot of robbery, and really poor pitching. Really got to lock in the pitching, especially coming up with the Yankees, an even tougher ball club to go against, and maybe we'll be better there, at least win a game. So yeah, appreciate you guys coming out. It means a hell of a lot. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. Appreciate you guys coming out. Once again, it does mean a hell of a lot. So yeah, catch you guys later. See y'all tomorrow. I should be here tomorrow at about 6:30, 6:35 Pacific Standard Time. That's when the Mariners play at 6:40. And yeah, bounce back tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, see y'all.